Spring has a way of making people feel plan panic. Suddenly you feel like you should know what you're doing next, even if nothing feels settled just yet. That's not clarity, and it's not intuition either. I'm Ava, doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, and today we're talking about why early spring often creates a sense of urgency and pressure, and how you can work with that energy without burning yourself out. So, what system does early spring activate? Well, we touched on it a little bit last time. Early spring activates the liver system. So, in everyday language, the liver system is responsible for direction, planning, vision, and initiation. It's the part of your physiology that wants forward movement. That's why when spring arrives, it's common to feel motivated but scattered, clear one moment, impatient in the next, or pressured to decide, even when you don't feel like you have enough information. This is where confusion can creep in. People assume that because energy is rising, decisions must be made immediately. But rising energy does not mean timing is right. So what's the primary health barrier here? The main health barrier this week is mistaking nervous system activation for clarity. When the liver system is activated, but the nervous system isn't grounded, planning energy turns into pressure. So instead of steady direction, you get urgency. That urgency can sound like, I should have figured this out by now. Everyone else seems ahead. If I don't act soon, I'll fall behind. Clinically, this isn't intuition. It's a system trying to move without a container. So we've talked about this in previous months, building the container. Winter is about storage and conservation. Spring is about expansion and outward movement. Spring. That transition is rarely smooth. If you didn't rest enough over the winter, physically, emotionally, mentally, spring energy can feel aggressive instead of inspiring, especially in this year of the fire horse. So be careful. Your body says, let's go. Your nervous system responds, but I'm not ready. This mismatch creates pressure, self-criticism, and just impatience with yourself. You can see how that might be a problem. None of that means you're doing something wrong. It just means you're between phases. So I know we think rushing is the answer, but let's talk about why it backfires. Clinically, we see spring urgency instead of spring direction. You start plans that you can't sustain. You make decisions that you undo later. I'm guilty of all of these. And you just burn energy before it's available. Early spring is not meant for execution. It's meant for orientation. If you force decisions now, late spring often becomes a cleanup phase, which I guess is okay if you like spring cleaning. And as always, if you get stuck and need support, acupuncture, herbs, supplements, holistic practitioners can offer you some guidance to get you on the right path for you and your health. Those tools are tools, but they are always there. They don't create clarity for you. They just support you and your body so that clarity can emerge. So here's the reframe that I want you to hold on to for this week. Early spring is for orientation, not execution. This is the phase where direction begins to form, not where everything needs to be decided right now. On Wednesday, we'll talk about how to give spring energy a container. If you did not build your container in winter, we'll talk about building it in spring on Wednesday, so that when you plan, it feels steady and not stressful. So between now and Wednesday, take some time to notice a few things. When does urgency show up? What do you feel pressured to decide? And does that pressure feel grounded or anxious? There's no action to take yet. We're just listening. I hope you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. What are you rushing to decide before you're actually ready? Let us know so we can support you. And until next time, stay grounded, stay consistent, and build health that supports your life, not just your symptoms.